Everyone assumes qualifying for senior housing is simple until they actually start the process. In this video, I'll get you prepared now so you can avoid huge headaches later. I'm Alina Rizon. I've helped older adults across San Diego navigate this transition as an associate broker and certified senior advisor. Most of them come into this thinking that qualifying is just about age, but there's so many other factors that shape your available options, like your financial eligibility and specific care needs as well. Meeting this criteria can make the difference between joining your dream community or being turned away. Quick note, I'll be referencing examples here from San Diego because it's a city I've become an expert in for the past 20 years, but most of this info applies to anywhere in the country. With that, let's talk through what really goes into qualifying for senior housing. The biggest misconception is that senior housing is just one thing. It's not. San Diego offers independent living, assisted living, memory care, 55 plus communities, and continuing care retirement communities. Each type has its own application process, its own eligibility rules, and its own financial requirements. Some require medical assessments, some rely on state licensing standards, some are governed by federal age laws, and others operate more like traditional real estate. Understanding the category you're applying for is the foundation of everything else. Seniors who start by researching senior housing options more broadly often feel lost because the rules change depending on the type of community. Once you're clear on these differences, the entire process becomes manageable. A question I hear constantly is about age requirements. Most independent living and senior communities begin at 55 or 62. And a detail that many people don't realize is that federal age laws only require one household member to be 55 or older. That means spouses or partners under 55 can still qualify as long as one person meets the threshold. Independent living communities sometimes set higher minimums, especially in amenity-rich settings where typical residents are older. Assisted living and memory care work differently. These environments use California licensing standards that don't rely on age at all. Someone could technically be in their 50s and qualify for assisted living if they need daily support. The average assisted living resident in San Diego is in their late 70s, but age is not the qualifier. The qualifier is whether the person needs help with daily tasks, medication reminders, mobility support, or memory-related care. Once seniors understand the age rule, they often realize they qualify for more options than they expected. Someone looking at a 55-plus neighborhood might also qualify for independent living. Someone exploring assisted living may discover that a continuing care retirement community or CCRC could also be a fit. Knowing the differences helps you choose the environment that aligns with your goals, not just the ones that seemed obvious at first. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of qualifying: financial requirements. In 55-plus communities or independent living, the financial process looks very similar to the standard San Diego real estate market. If you're buying, you show proof of funds or loan qualification. If you're renting, you show income or assets to prove you can afford it. Prices vary widely across areas like La Mesa, Carlsbad, and La Jolla. Some seniors choose single-family homes in established 55-plus neighborhoods. Others choose condos with community amenities. Your budget and your long-term goals determine what fits. Financial qualifications change dramatically when you look at assisted living or memory care. Recent industry surveys place assisted living in San Diego between $4,500 and $8,000 per month. Memory care often begins around $6,000 because of higher staffing ratios and specialized cognitive programs. These amounts include daily support, meals, and activities, and they vary by neighborhood, room type, and care level. This is usually the point where seniors begin reviewing their financial plan with a financial advisor or estate planner. For many families, the most valuable financial resource is the senior's current home. Some use home equity to pay for long-term care. Others downsize to reduce monthly expenses or to free up funds. Some seniors purchase a smaller home in a 55-plus neighborhood as a bridge before entering assisted living later. Understanding how real estate fits into the bigger picture helps seniors make a plan that they can confidently stick with in the long run. Some seniors also qualify for veterans benefits that can significantly expand their options. The VA-8 and attendance program can help offset the cost of assisted living or memory care for eligible veterans and surviving spouses. Several San Diego communities offer priority placement for veterans or have staff who specializes in helping with the process. Because the application requires specific documents, I can connect clients with VA accredited professionals to help them check eligibility and submit the right paperwork. One category of housing that many people are completely unaware of is affordable and income-restricted senior housing. San Diego does have a network of income-restricted apartments for seniors 55 or 62 and older, although not many. These communities follow HUD or local housing rules and base eligibility on annual income, household size, and available funding. Section 202 supportive housing, income-based 55-plus apartments, and senior housings fall under the San Diego Commission. Now, qualifying for income-restricted housing can also involve a ton of paperwork. You submit government-issued ID, proof of income for several months, tax records, and verification of household size. You also recertify annually. These programs often have long wait lists, especially here in San Diego. Some open their wait lists once every few years, while others stay full for long periods. But for seniors on fixed incomes, these housing options offer essential stability and dramatically lower monthly cost. Now let's touch on something many seniors don't consider at all: the difference between renting and buying within senior housing. Some 55-plus communities are entirely ownership-based. You buy a home just as you would anywhere else, except it's age-restricted. Other communities separate or operate on monthly rentals and include amenities or maintenance services. CCRCs offer a third model that combines an entrance fee with monthly charges. Entrance fees vary widely depending on the community and the contract type, and they often correlate with the level of future care that's guaranteed. But choosing between renting and buying isn't just a financial decision, it also affects long-term stability, estate planning, inheritability, and overall lifestyle. Seniors who value community-based amenities but also want the ability to transfer equity often prefer 55-plus ownership. Seniors who value flexibility and low commitment prefer renting. Seniors who want a one-stop commitment and environment choose CCRCs. The right structure depends entirely on your goals for the next phase of your life. Quick break before we continue. If this is helping you understand your option, take a quick moment to subscribe so that you don't miss any information that'll make this transition so much easier. And if you're preparing for a move or just curious about your current home's value, reach out or use the link below. I offer a free home valuation report to help you plan your next steps more clearly. Now let's get into another and one of the most crucial parts of qualifying for senior housing: health and care assessments. Assisted living and memory care communities are required by California regulations to complete a care assessment before they accept a new resident. These assessments evaluate mobility, medication requirement, cognitive support, and daily needs. The goal here isn't to disqualify. They're meant to determine whether the community can safely and appropriately meet the residents' needs. Independent living and 55-plus communities generally don't require health assessments unless they offer optional supportive services. Continuing care requirements handle assessments differently. Their medical review ensures that a resident can safely begin in independent living. They also use financial underwriting to confirm that the resident can sustain the community's long-term cost structure. CCRCs require the most documentation because they offer multi-level care on a single campus. Many seniors feel anxious about these assessments, but the process is just about matching care needs with the right environment. I help seniors prepare for these by connecting them with trusted local care professionals who can answer any questions they may have. Now, beyond age, health, and finances, there are also practical factors that can affect your eligibility. Let's look at these closely. Many 55-plus HOAs have pet restrictions, limiting the size or number of animals. Assisted living and memory care communities evaluate fall risk, behavior, and mobility to ensure the safety of all residents. Seniors who want to keep their in-home caregivers may need to obtain formal approval to have outside staff on site. These details may feel small, but they can determine whether you're approved or rejected. Documentation is another part of qualifying that seniors often underestimate. Most communities require ID, proof of age, financial statements, medical records for licensed care settings, and emergency contact information. For home purchases in 55 plus communities, the process mirrors any San Diego real estate transaction with loan qualifications or proof of funds. Seniors who prepare their documents early find the entire transition far easier, especially when moving from a long-time home. Family involved may also be able to support here. Adult caregivers and children can often help with gathering documents, attending tours, or participating in financial and care-related discussions. Some communities request durable powers of attorney or emergency decision-maker information to ensure they can reach the right person quickly. Preparing these items ahead of time prevents delays during emergencies or health changes. But what really tends to delay people the most isn't the paperwork, it's the timing. Many seniors begin exploring housing options too late. Popular 55 plus neighborhoods may have seasonal availability. Assisted living and memory care communities often have wait lists for certain room types. CCRCs may have multi-year wait lists for high-demand floor plans. Starting early gives you time to tour, compare financial options, and prepare without pressure. Early planning also prevents you from having to make decisions that are urgent and rushed. Now, part of starting early is understanding how waitlists actually work. Each community manages them differently. Some maintain a strict first-come, first-served basis. Others prioritize by need level, apartment size, or the expected timing of your move. Income-restricted programs often open waitlists briefly and then close them for years at a time. Some assisted living communities keep internal anticipated needs lists for families preparing for future care. Seniors who join waitlists early on give themselves options and flexibility. They can move when the timing is right rather than during a crisis, and they gain access to communities that might otherwise be full during peak seasons. Planning ahead isn't just helpful, it directly shapes which communities will be available to you. San Diego's real estate market also shapes what seniors can expect. Inventory in 55 plus communities varies greatly throughout the year. Demand in Rancho Bernardo might be completely different from what's it like in Mission Valley. Assisted living availability shifts frequently based on resident turnover and care levels. My role as a real estate professional is to monitor these trends in real time and provide accurate guidance about realistic timelines. Finally, keep in mind that San Diego's senior housing landscape is also shaped by geography. Certain neighborhoods have become especially popular for older adults because of safety, walkability, access to healthcare, and proximity to family. Oceanside has a wide range of senior housing from affordable, income-restricted apartments to large resort-style independent living communities. Many seniors choose this area for the coastal climate and lower housing costs compared to central San Diego. Rancho Bernardo is well known for its established 55 plus communities, golf course living, and quiet streets. It offers a strong mix of independent living, assisted living, and memory care options as well. Mission Valley appeals to seniors who want easy access to shopping, healthcare, and public transportation. Claremont and University City attract older adults who want to stay close to their long-time neighborhoods or near major medical centers. Rancho Penasquitos, La Mesa, and Chula Vista all offer a mix of 55-plus housing and assisted living communities with strong reputation. These areas tend to maintain steady demand because they combine affordability, accessibility, and familiar residential environments. Understanding which neighborhoods are most senior-friendly helps you narrow your search and compare communities that align with your lifestyle and overall needs. So, as you've noticed by now, you have a lot of choices to make. For many seniors, the biggest realization is that qualifying for senior housing is not just about jumping through all the hoops. It's about having the guidance they need to make the right decision about a major life transition. As a certified senior advisor, I help seniors evaluate their goals, understand the financial aspects, prepare documents, and navigate communities. I collaborate with senior move managers, placement managers, attorneys, estate planners, and financial advisors so every client receives coordinated support. This team-based model helps seniors feel grounded and supported throughout the process. So if there's one thing you take away from this video, make sure it's this. Qualifying for the community you love becomes much easier once you understand all the age rules, financial requirements, care assessments, and the right range of community options. When you have a professional guiding you, the path forward becomes clearer and far less stressful. Seniors who plan early and explore all their options consistently experience smoother transitions and better long-term outcomes. If you're preparing for a transition and want help evaluating your options, please reach out and don't forget to subscribe. I work with seniors across San Diego County to make informed decisions, protect their equity, and choose housing that supports their lifestyle. I'm Melina Rizon with Coldwell Banker West here in San Diego. See you next time.